to Richie Bustin' Cooking. Yeah, you guys probably weren't even expecting a cooking video. Well, I don't have a whole lot of time. And I was gonna do like a, video, all that kind of stuff. Not even a video. I was gonna do a live stream for Pokemon. But then I realized I don't got a whole lot of time. So, and I got a meal prep for the week. So guess what? You just got a cooking video. Look at you. You're lucky. I gotta get my onion right over here. We're gonna do a couple of things here. We're gonna do quite a bit of things, because it's been a day. All right, it's been a day. It's been a busy day. Typhoon, how we doing? Alex, what's good? Steven, Dark Master Light, how we doing? I see you guys. We're gonna do a couple of things here. No freaking way, it's Richie Bust Cooks again. Richie Bustin' Cooking. You guys are in for a treat. Again, you guys are lucky. Because if it was me, we'd be playing Pokemon. But we don't have that luxury. We have stuff to do. We got things to do. All right? Sharia! How we doing? Guys, I'm Sharia in the chat. Welcome in. Typhoon, go and give George your username. What the heck? Dark Star! How we doing? Okay, so, for all intents and purposes, I think I got all the ingredients here. I'm just trying to see if I'm missing anything. So we're doing two things. I'm meal prepping for the week, and I'm also going to be making something for me so I can eat and have some fuel. All right? I'm not going to eat my meal prep because that's for the week. All right? Like that's for my work. I can't cook that well. Well, you're in luck. You're going to learn how to cook. This recipe should be simple. It should be simple. All right? So, first things first. Get your handy-dandy cutting board, all right? I don't care what kind of cutting board you have, plastic, wood. Just get a cutting board, all right? It's pretty self-explanatory. So I gotta adjust the cameras and everything like that so that way you guys could see, what I be trying to cook. So I'm gonna lower this a bit. Look at that panel, bro. Look at that panel. So that way you guys could see, how I'm doing about my business. I just spit all over the camera too. Well, that's a decision we have to make. Comporter, how we doing? Sadly, got to sleep. Bye. Have a nice cooking day. All right, I'll have a nice cooking day. Mega Lucario Trainer, how we doing? Guys, welcome Mega Lucario Trainer in chat. Welcome in. I hope you guys can hear me pretty well. If you can't, well, that's too bad. So you're gonna miss all the steps. That was gonna fall. Let me get like a handy dandy knife here. If I do miss your comment, I do apologize. I ain't complaining, bro. I love the Richie Bust Cooks. The Richie Bust Cooks too, man. Hey, man. As long as you guys love it. Meal prep starts first. We're doing meal preps first. So, what I usually do, cut down the onion, all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be perfect, all right? I don't want everyone to be like, oh, well, Richie, you got to do this. Oh, Richie, you got to do that. I'm different, all right? I'm different. I've always been different. I'm not freaking Gordy Ramsay. Who do you think I am? Just throw that over there. I actually hope I can actually cook from this. You can. Again, just learn from the master, all right? Learn from the master. All right, and then what I usually do is I cut it down the middle. Again, then I just do one of these. Slice. Make sure you peel your onion. There's extra layers on this, so depending on what kind of layers you want, you want to get rid of those layers. So you see all this. This is paper. You don't want to eat paper. All right, throw that out of here. We want the real onions. If you don't like onions, well then grow up. So this is what I usually do. And again, be careful. You will cry. But you got to be strong. Like all the breakups that you have. You got to hold in them tears. Better than most people. You are not a professional. Yes, guys. Well, should I put a disclaimer? Don't try this at home. I am not a professional. Again, if it was my decision, we would be playing Pokemon. So I don't want anyone to freaking be over here saying like, well, why don't you cut the onions like this? Maybe because this is fun for me. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't say it's going to all be freaking cooked anyway, all right? It's all going to be cooked anyway, so it does not matter. And we're doing a lot of portions. We need 5 meals. Again, if I miss your comment, I do apologize. Because, I got to be locked in. I can't read your comment and cut onions at the same time. That's called dangerous. I'm lazy to cook. Wait, what'd you say? I'm lazy to cook. I got a meal prep service. You do have a meal prep service. Your live chats are better than big streamers. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, my guy. Again, when life hits you with stuff, man, I always adapt. I always adapt to my surroundings, and I'm like, you know what? I actually have to cook today, so I'm gonna do that. I also gotta change the thumbnail too. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll do it once like everything's like cooking and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Like we gotta be better with our time here. You know, which we haven't. I just realized that this is a lot of onions. This is a lot of onions, but that's all right. The good part is that we haven't shed one tear yet. We're good. That's all you can hope for. Sometimes there's always a make or break with how potent the onion is. The onions are the most dangerous, lethal weapon. You will cry, even if you don't want to. But right now, we're holding strong. We have to hold strong for all the folks back home. I don't want that. I want these. Look at that. And then, like, we'll shape it up into the middle. How's everyone saying? Here's meal prepping. What do you not know? Oh, Ken Cooks. How we doing? Guys from Ken Cook in the chat. Welcome in. So, yeah, if you guys are new to my channel, I don't usually do cooking videos, but I'm here meal prepping for the week, and all I know is that I don't really have a whole lot of time to do Pokemon content right now because I need a meal prep. And so this usually takes me about, like, roughly, like, an hour, hour and a half. Depends on, like, you know, it really just depends on timing. And I know that, like, I think I have something later on. You know, someone should be picking something up from the crib. And I gotta be aware of that. You know what I mean? I really do. Speaking of which, I should probably have my laptop out just in case if someone texts me because I'm using my phone at the moment. So they're not gonna know if they can get a hold of me. And I gotta text them through, like, my laptop. So if I hear a ding, then that means, you know, someone needs me. I just subscribed. Let's go, guys. W's in the chat for Ken. W's in the chat for my man Ken Cooks. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Bucket Strikers. Again, we usually do Pokemon content, but let me know if you guys want to see more cooking videos, because I'll do them. I have to meal prep anyway, so I mean, you guys get a treat out of it. So all right, we got our onions. All right, we got our onions, and I got a fajita mix. I got lazy. I mean, this is supposed to be an easy meal, all right? Like, I'm not going to bore you with a whole bunch of cutting, all right? So, onion mix. Onion mix, fajita mix. Cool. Now, I'm dropping stuff. All right. Now, scoot this over. You know, make some freaking room. Get your ground beef. I got two of these things. Again, we need 5 meals of this. So, what I usually like to do is, let me wash my knife, you know, cross-contamination. I'm gonna wash my knife. You know, and I will move over, like, the camera so that way you guys can see, like, all the cooking stuff and everything like that. Now, I want you guys to know that this is actually a new recipe for me. I actually have no idea what I'm doing. I just saw this on Instagram, and I'm like, this looks pretty easy, you know, to some degree. To some degree. Now, when I say to some degree, what did Darkstar say? Sunday cooking with Richie. I mean, yeah, we could do that. If you get juices in your eyes, then can make you cry. It can make you cry. He says taco time. All right. So, what I like to usually do is cut it down the middle, all right? I cut it down the middle and then let it plop onto the cutting board. Ah, yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's the stuff. You know, let it plop onto the freaking cutting board. You know, get them extra meats because, you know, the extra meats like to hide in here, you feel me? See, look, like, that's extra protein that we could be using. You know, don't forget the extra meats. You feel me? They be hiding, bro. They don't want you to get all the nutrients. You know? But I'm here to tell you, that's the secret. You got to be able to freaking, you know, get all the nutrients of the beef. How are you going to get huge if you don't get all the nutrients? You need every little bit. Glitter2, how we doing, guys? I'm Glitter2 in the chat. Welcome in. Sushi Plays, how we doing, guys? I'm Sushi Plays in the chat. Welcome in. Again, you know, always get in there. I'm sorry, wait, what? I'm just kidding. I'm on a different high right now. So, get this one out. You know, make sure that's clear. Yep, that's clear. And then we just scoot that over to the side because that doesn't matter. All right, so now that we got our beef. All right, you see, like it's all nice and like, you know, red and so soft. And Richie's favorite Pokemon is Infernape. Yes, it is. Okay, so always season your beef. Look at me. Look at me. Always season your beef. All right? Yeah, that's right. I'm holding you up here because it's like I'm holding you by the shirt. Like, always season your beef. You freaking plain asses. You feel me? All right. So, what I usually like to do, for one, we might as well just scrunch this all together. You know, this might as well be one big giant meat. One monster Krabby Patty, please. That's all I got from that. Like, one monster Krabby Patty, please. Okay, I need another napkin. Okay, so now what I usually like to use onion powder. Let's get our onion powders in here. Yes, sir. Don't be shy with the seasonings now. You gotta mix it all in anyway. You know, garlic powder. Let's get that in there. Put her in. Yes, sir. All right, and then let me see. Get yourself some black pepper. Again, like, I don't know what kind of black pepper you use. Just get black pepper. I got the twisty kind, so I'm going to use the twisty kind. You feel me? Again, this is pretty standard. You should have these freaking seasonings in your house. If you don't, go get them. Like, it's pretty standard. You only really need to use, like, 4 of them. Really only need to use, like, 4. I argue to say that you have to use, like, 4. And then get yourself some kosher salt. You know, and then just sprinkle that all on there. Hey, yeah. Okay, that's enough. A lot of salt. Okay, and then we just mix that all up in there. You know? Mix it all in there. You know, get your hands dirty at least. I did wash my hands. I don't want to hear someone say like, "Oh, Richie didn't wash his hands, you nasty." It's like, no, I did. Washed it a bunch of times. So I know what this food's gonna taste like because I know I washed my hands. You know, get that all up in there. Yes, sir. Get it all up in there. Hell yeah. All right, you see that? You see that? It's pretty nice now, huh? Okay, so let me wash my hands. I gotta wash my hands again. Bro, they're saying MSG. Who? MSG? Madison Square Garden? I didn't know we was going to New York. Why are we talking about Madison Square Garden? Talking about MSG. No, Richie, you need MSG? MSG? I told you, I don't want to go to Madison Square Garden. Do more of these streams, bro. Do you guys like these streams? You need to put MSG in the food. What the frick? I don't have MSG just lying around, guys. The frick? Do you guys think this is a science experiment? You know? Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Time out. You know, let me speak to y'all for a second. So what the heck is this like, oh, I gotta put MSG in my food? Alright? Why do I gotta put MSG in my food? Alright? For one, who's the chef here? And for two, am I really going to listen? Am I really going to listen when I have one of these? Alright? Pay attention. Now, get yourself a pan. Excuse me. Move. Get yourself a pan. Talking about freaking MSG. I don't want to go to Madison Square Garden. It's too far. Okay, so. Bro, I love Torracat from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Oh, you do? Heck yeah. Okay, get yourself a pan. Let's heat up the pan real quick. All right, I put it on high heat. Careful not to burn yourself, Richie. Well, thank you for your concern. You said, where's the rusty pan? Don't worry about the rusty pan. Okay, and then we also need a pot. We need a pot. Get yourself a pot. I'll slide it right over here. Get yourself a pot. We'll do this, yeah. Get yourself a pot. Also make sure you have a lid, all right? Richie, we mean MSG the spice. I know you mean MSG the spice. I was making a joke, all right? Fill your pot with water. Do you throw it away? Do I throw what away? I did not throw away the rusty pan. Stop coming at me for my pants. Golly, my stomach is grumbling. I just literally heard it. All right. Put water in the pan. Let's light this thing up. Okay. Put the lid on the pot. I hope you guys are taking notes. I really hope you're taking notes. I'm not redoing steps. All right? If it's in the moment. Now, I gotta go get something, because that's gonna be like our little secret. It's not a secret. I was gonna say it's our secret ingredient. It's not a secret ingredient. What am I talking about? It ain't really a secret. Need my water though. Ow! All right, what do we got here? Yeah. You can't season a pot with MSG. Everybody with this MSG stuff. All right, so what I usually like to use, at least for ground beef, I have this. I have beef tallow. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use beef tallow as like my source of cooking oil. So just drop it in here. We're gonna need quite a bit considering the fact that we got a lot of beef. Okay, cool. We got a lot of beef. We got a lot of beef, a lot of peppers, a lot of whole different things. Yes, beef tallow is the healthiest food oil. See, so you know what you mean. See, so I'm actually helping you. I'm helping you guys out. I'm giving you guys healthy tips. You know. So when you say MSG, like I know what I'm doing. All right. I don't know how my favorite spice is called in English. Hang on. Garlic and wasabi are good. Yes, those are good. Okay. So we got that all situated here. You know, we're doing our thing. Bro, in India, we do so many spices, bro. Yo, I'm about to catch a Kamala. Oh, you're about to catch a Kamala? Nice, nice. Okay. So I think it's heat up now. So let's take the meats. Plop her in there. Just plop her right in there, baby. You know, we're gonna let her cook a little bit. And then we also gotta do the bacon too. So, you know, I mean, bacon will be a later thing, but like this is the bacon that I got right here. You feel free to get any kind of bacon you want. I just got this one. I only really need one pack. Again, like, bacon's cool, but I don't want to overload it with bacon. I was going to get a second one, but again, like, you know, it's a money issue at that point. So, let me go and get where's my spatula? I'm like SpongeBob. Where the heck is my spatula? Okay, okay, hold on. I might have to go shirtless for this. It's popping. It's literally popping. Don't mind me just watching. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna take my shirt off. I don't want to get grease on my tank top. So if you see me shirtless, then listen. I don't know what to tell you. I refuse to get grease on my damn. I refuse to get grease on all my clothes. That shit will stain. Okay, so yes. So while that's cooking, we will add in the onions. We're adding the peppers. Now, the only thing that's relatively that's going to be a little bit difficult. The only thing that's going to be relatively difficult is the sauce. That's what's going to be the most difficult thing, to some degree, you know. But I'm gonna get that prepared real quick. We gotta build the sauce, you know. The meal's not completed without the sauce. Anyone can just do beef and noodles, you know. But it comes down to the sauce. So this is what I'm gonna use. Okay, we got this connected. Now we gotta make a lot of this. All right. So it's gonna take me like at least 3 or 4 times because of how much like ingredients that we have. So I think smash burgers. No, this is not smash burgers, guys. This is not smash burgers. Okay, let's get a little bit. Let's get a little bit frisky. Let's get a little bit frisky here. Woo! Oh, baby. Ow. I'm feeling like a little bit of a chef, baby. All right. Now that we got that settled, we got that settled. It's kind of like Alfredo sauce, but not really. You'll see what I'm dealing with. All right. You'll see what I'm going for here. But right now, I'm cooking this. I'm cooking the beef. Okay. Now let's get a little bit frisky now. Let's get a little bit frisky. Let's add in the peppers. Now this pan's gonna be overloaded. It's gonna be overloaded with a bunch of things, you know? Again, we got a meal prep. We got a meal prep for the whole week. You feel me? For the whole week. Oh no, one of the peppers went back there. Be careful, be careful. Don't try this at home. Okay. All right, we're gonna make some room. We're gonna make some room. You know? Oh, Richie, this is too much onions. It's gonna all be shrunk down anyway. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about my process. Do not worry about the process. You know, trust. Just trust the process here. It will all be shrunk down before you know it. Where's all the spiciness? What do you mean, where's all the spiciness? It's gonna be there, bro. It will indeed be there. I just dropped some onion. Oh well. If I dropped some onion, it just did not make the cut. Trust me, before you know it, this will all be like, you know, just dwindled down. You gotta just give it some time. You gotta give it some love and some time. We'll add some more spiciness to it. Richie, I think you like onions. I don't like onions. Okay, well, you don't have to do onions. God damn, that's a lot of onions. I like grilled onions. Is this onion soup? Kingas! How we doing, guys? I'm Kingas in the chat. Welcome in. This is not onion soup, no. This is not onion soup. Guys, bear with me. The good thing about onions is that they will dwindle down. They like to shrink a little bit, so. Also be careful though. Ha! It's hot. It's really, really hot. Okay, that one didn't make the cut. Screw it. Okay. So now that we got that, I'm gonna start cooking. I'm gonna start making the sauce here. So let me get the ingredients for the sauce. I'm gonna get the ingredients for the sauce. Well, that's doing the same, making everything, all that kind of stuff. Okay. So now while that's cooking, let's get into the sauce, shall we? We're gonna get straight into the sauce. You know, let's go right here. We're gonna go right here with it. Okay, so for the sauce, we got our blender. You know, let me get this cottage cheese right over here. I need a different spoon. And while I'm doing that, I do need to, you know, make sure I'm keeping tabs on the meats. Keeping tabs on the meats here. At the end of this, we're gonna put this all in a huge bowl anyway. At the end of this, we're gonna put this all in a huge bowl anyway, so it really doesn't matter. We just need to make sure that the meat is cooked, the onions are down, you know, all that kind of stuff. So. And before you know it, we're gonna have some good eats here. Oh my gosh. Making a little bit of a mess. It's okay. Making a little bit of a mess, but that's all right. If you're not making a mess, you're not trying. Okay, so let me get the cottage cheese. I need a spoon. Yes, cottage cheese. Do you not see the protein on here, bro? Do you not see the protein? Of course, cottage cheese. Oh, you sent a star? Thank you so much, Sushi Players. I appreciate it. Okay, so get your cottage cheese. We'll put this in here. Again, it's not the biggest blender, all right? That's why we're gonna make this in spurts. You know, we gotta make this in spurts here. I hope this blender works. That's all I can say. So a little bit of cottage cheese. I just bought some. I literally bought some for this video. Not the cottage cheese, but this. We are making lasagna. We are not making lasagna. That's not what we're doing. Okay. Typhoon, you're good, bro. Okay, so get yourself some honey. You're gonna get yourself some raw honey. Let's put that in here. This is what's gonna make it a little bit sweet. That's good enough for now. Again, we're making a good batch. What else do we need? Okay. This is one of the things here for sure. Okay. Get yourself some cream cheese. You know, less fat. We're gonna get some cream cheese here. Get some cream cheese here. I need scissors. I need some scissors. Be careful, these are sharp. Okay. Let's plop a good amount in here. That's good. Yeah, that should be pretty good. Okay. We're gonna use more anyway. Okay. And then, do I have it in here? I should. Yes. All right, get yourself some fat-free mozzarella cheese. We're sprinkling that in there. Sprinkling that in there. I know I made a mess, but that's all right. That's all right. All right, and then let me take a look at what we're doing here. You know, let's take a look at that. Make sure that we're, you know, stirring it up a bit. Make sure every single thing is getting some love here. You see, it's kind of dwindling down a bit. See, look, there's a little bit of red there, but that's all right. We can flip that. You know, we can flip that, possibly. There we go. Flip that. Make sure your meat is cooked all the way through. And would you look at that? And would you look at that? Just in time for our pasta. Just in time for the pasta to be done. Now, what I usually like to do, put your friggin' kosher salt in here, you know, so we can expedite the process. See, look at that. Look at that bubbles. You know? And then get your protein pasta. Get your protein pasta and then just dunk it all in there. Dunk it all in there, and then we're gonna get a spoon and make sure we stir it like just a little bit here and there. Just a little bit here and there, brother. Okay, I did forget one other thing that we need for the sauce, but I will be right back for that. Alright, and then pretty much like the last thing that we relatively need for our little sauce here. The last thing that we need is some Fair Life milk. Let's see. Yeah, less than 50 grams of sugar. You know, this is what's gonna give it a little liquid. That's what's gonna give it like some, you know, just that liquid thing. Also get some pepper, and we're gonna just get a little bit of pepper in there, just a taste. Okay. A little bit of pepper. All right, and then we're gonna twist this bad boy. And then we start blending. Look at that, it's working. It's working, y'all. Okay. I mean, we ain't done yet, but like, let me tell you. We're gonna put that sauce in here, and it's gonna be freaking scrumptious. Okay. I'm just flipping over the beef real quick, you know, making sure that all the juices are in here. You know, again, we're gonna put it in a big freaking bowl. We got to. You gotta put it in a big bowl. Yeah, the meat. Oh no! The meats are still looking good. Meats are indeed still looking good. Okay. Let me get. Do I have my big bowl? Where is my big bowl? That's what we need. Okay. Well, this is not good if I don't know where my big bowl is. That's the biggest thing right now. I don't know where that. Where did my freaking father put my freaking big freaking thing? I need it. I need it. Where is it? Oh my freaking gosh, bro. See, this is why I can't trust him. I don't know where to freaking put shit. He makes things so much harder on me because I don't know where freaking things are when I needed them most. Okay, is it in here? No? Okay, I'm gonna stir this pasta real quick. Oh, whoops, that was a lot of water. That's all right. Stir in the pasta. Now, I'm still in need of my freaking gray bowl right now. Where the hell is my gray bowl? Oh my freaking god. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So this is what he put it all the way in the back, freaking custard. So, I didn't need him to put it all the way in the back, all right? All right, so we're gonna mix this up again. All right, so now that we mix that up, let's taste it to see how it tastes. Am I a little bit nervous? Yes, of course I'm nervous. I am indeed nervous to know what this is. Honestly, this is actually pretty good. Hold on. That sauce is actually banging, bro. I don't know if it's the milk or whatever, but let me tell you. You make that sauce, bro, oh, you're gonna have a good time. You're gonna have a good time. Now, I don't want to take credit for this recipe. I do not want to take credit for this recipe. This is one of the things that I just found. This is one of the things that I just found on IG. You know, shout outs to Cooking for Gains. This is the one that he made. I mean, it's a little bit enhanced, but nonetheless, it's doing the job. It is indeed doing the job, but I don't mind giving credit to where credit is due. You know, like, it's not exactly like his freaking recipe, but listen, it gets the job done. See, look how all the onions are now small. You know, what you thought, oh, that's a lot of onions, trust me. You know, I've been around the block when it comes to a lot of these onions. You know, they got a lot of layers to them. You got to melt the layers. But yeah, this is now pretty freaking cooked. Now, if you want to season it more, you definitely can. But honestly, you don't really have to. You know, because all the sauce is gonna relatively take it to Flavor Town. You know, I could just see that it's gonna just take this whole thing to Flavor Town. You know, and that's what we want. We want this thing to go to Flavor Town. Alright. And while we're doing that, let's see what we got here. Get Taco Bell. You want me to get Taco? I literally just freaking... I'm literally cooking. What do you mean get Taco Bell? Onions do have a high amount of water in them. Also funny that they are not really flammable. that is funny, actually. You want me to get Taco Bell? Do you have Taco Bell money? Give me Taco Bell money, and then we can talk. Okay. But this is pretty much done. This is actually pretty much done. So really, we're just waiting on the pasta part. Really just waiting on the pasta part. But right now, I think since it's done, or it's going to get close, I'll wait like 2 extra minutes, you know? I'll wait 2 extra minutes, and then I'll turn off the heat, and then we'll get started on the bacon. We'll get started on the bacon. But yeah, the sauce in this case, not too bad. But I still have to cook for myself. Like, this is just for the week. This is just meals for the week. You know, this is going to be relatively a surprise for me. You know what I mean? This is going to be one of those surprise things. But, you know, still excited to taste this. I don't know how much sauce we're going to go for. I mean, whatever to our liking, honestly. If it coats the whole freaking pasta, then that's what we're going to go for. We're going to just go if it coats the whole pasta. Alright, yeah, noodles are pretty standard right now. You know, nothing too crazy. That's what I love. Let's just make sure. Okay. You did not have to tell me that, sushi place. You did not have to tell me that. Okay. Now, I think we're going to be done here. We're going to be done here, and then we're going to put everything in this big old pot. Putting everything in the big old pot here. So, be very, very careful. I say this to be very, very careful. Actually, I don't trust myself. I actually do not trust myself. Because this handle is a little bit flimsy. It's a little bit flimsy, you know? And I'm all about, you know, trying to make sure that my community's safe here. So, let's get a little bit of a scooper. Let's get the, because I don't know if I want that excess water. So I'm going to get a better scooper here. Okay, here it is. You know, I'm going to get a little bit of a scooper here. So that way it drips like most of the freaking juice, because we don't really need it. We can actually just put that away. If we want, we can use it for the bacon. We don't have to, but I don't know. We'll see how I feel. Let me just do this first, and then maybe like down the line I might be like, you know what? Yeah, let's just use this for the bacon. It smells freaking delicious, though. Did I drop some? Yeah, I did. You know, because we gotta mix it all. You know what I mean? We gotta mix it all. It's all gonna be heated up in the microwave anyway, so. Someone sign Richie up for Master Chef. I don't know about Master Chef. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate it. But yeah, if Master Chef hits me up, let me tell you, call my line. You know, this is just a meal prep, though. You know, this is just a meal prep thing, though. You know, I'm going for taste, but I'm also going for like you know, how you're gonna feel like later, you know what I mean? I'm going for like, you know, how it's gonna make you feel like in the future kind of deal. So, pasta's still going. I'm gonna go right here. Let's put our mixture. Let's just put our mixture in here. Okay. Put our mixture in there. Because now I'm kind of curious to see like how it tastes with like, now I'm curious to just see like how it tastes with like the beef in here. You know what I mean? I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious to see how it tastes with the beef. Okay, let's get a little bit of taste. Oh my God. Oh no, this is gonna be gas. This is gonna be gas. That is gonna be gas. I need more sauce for the penne, but honestly, that's gonna be nice. All right, let me make another batch of this sauce. Again, if I had a bigger blender, this would be better, but I do not. Sometimes you gotta make do with what you have. You know, same processes though. Okay. And then by the time I'm doing this, by the time I'm done with this mixture, the pasta should be ready. The pasta should indeed be ready. Okay. And then that, get some cream cheese. Yeah, it's like, when am I ever gonna need like cream cheese, you know what I mean? Until today, apparently. When is your boy ever gonna need cream cheese? That Fairlife. Okay. Blend her up. Blend her up right here. And while this is doing its thing, oh shoot, it's stuck. This baby's stuck. It's not the best, but listen. It's alright. Just a little bit stuck. Okay. Just give me 1 second. Let me go put the bacon on here. Okay. All good in the neighborhood. Alright, same thing. Toast it up. Toast it up, and I think our pasta is done. Our pasta might be done. Let me check though. Really, really quick. Pasta looks done though. Well, actually, yeah. Ha. Oh yeah. That's done. Okay. Turn it off, put the lid on. We're gonna go over here. We gotta go to the sink. Go to the sink real quick, pour this out. Ooh, hot. Hope you guys can see that. Because I don't feel like moving the camera. It's pretty hot. Ow, ow, ow. We're good, we're good. We're good. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, go over here, put the pasta in. Yeah. Pasta in. And then now while that is doing, that's just like settling down, we're gonna go over here. Same thing. Same thing. Again, you don't have to. The bacon will kind of take care of itself, but why not? We're gonna beef tallow it. Gonna beef tallow the thing. It's a good thing I got another beef tallow. It's a great thing I got another beef tallow. Okay, just a little bit. You know, get into your bacon. You should get a mixer, Richie. What do you mean a mixer? What do you mean by a mixer? I am so confused by the mixer. Okay. So get a couple pieces of bacon. I'm gonna get a couple pieces of bacon here. Ah, damn, that hurts. Ah. This bacon's popping. This bacon is a little bit popping. Okay. Let me mix my thing here. Okay. Blend it again, just to be on the safe side. And then we'll go back in. We'll go back into this. We'll put some black pepper in here. Some black pepper. Now we go back in. Go back in. Okay. And then just dump her on in. Dump that bad boy in. It is a good sweet sauce. I do like it. And I think it's because of the honey. The honey definitely gives it a sweet sauce. You can't tell me this doesn't look good, bro. You can't tell me. You can't tell me this doesn't look good, bro. Come on. Come on. You guys can't tell me it don't look good now. You guys can't tell me it don't look good. I know you guys want some of this. You said I put a little bit too much sauce. There's no such thing as too much sauce. I don't want to hear that. There's no such thing as too much sauce. It's too much sauce. It needs more spice? What do you mean? I'm not going for freaking more spice. You don't even know what it tastes like, Comporter. How are you going to say that it needs more spice? You have no idea what it tastes like. But I do. Because I'm going to taste it right now. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to put more sauce in there. Relax. I'll put more sauce in there. You know, I have a little blender, bro. Freaking relax. I have a little blender. All right. I need the tweezers. Where are they? Crap! Where are the tweezers? It's for the bacon. Hurry! Where are they? Where the frick are they? Oh no. Oh no. I'll have to put it with this. No, we're good. We're good. Kinda. We're kinda good. I gotta get a paper towel. Hurry! Shit. If I had the right utensils, if my father freaking knew where the right utensils, I'm just kidding. Hurry up! Do not burn your hands. Do not burn your fingers. Don't burn your hands. Don't burn your fingers. Okay. On for the second batch. God damn, this thing's steaming. Woo! God damn. Woo! Let it do its thing over there. Alright, I'm gonna create another thing of sauce. And that will be our last, batch of sauce. Because I get it, we're a little bit low on sauce. We need more sauce. A little bit low on sauce, but that's alright. Okay. Put it in there. Get some cheese. It's like I'm making a little bit of a mess. Put some cheese in there. Alright, and then cream cheese. This thick cream cheese. Okay, that should be enough. There I go. Get that pepper in there. Okay. Blend her up. Blend this sucker up. We'll have probably like another thing of cream cheese in there. Might as well. Make it a little bit more thicker. Make it a little bit more thicker. Like we don't have to make it like more watery or nothing like that. Get some of that thickness in there. Okay. Alright, let me start the bacon real quick. God damn, I got an itch in my nose. Gotta try the bacon. Bam! Okay. What we got here? Richie, you know what would make the pasta better? The banana Glittetu has? The banana? What banana? Okay. Just wanted to shake it up a bit. And I still have to eat lunch after this, guys. Which it should be easier, but we'll see. All right. Okay. One more. Went all over the place. Okay. I know y'all can hear that. Alright. I'm gonna give myself another pan. Give myself another pan. This is going to be for what I eat. It's going to be for what I eat. Rusty pan, rusty pan. That's crazy. Y'all coming after my pan? That's crazy. How dare y'all come after my pan like that? Coming after my pan like that is crazy. Crazy work, y'all. No, the pasta is for my meal prep. Pasta's for my meal preps. Damon, how we doing? How's up, Damon in the chat? Welcome in. All right. Waking up from a nap? Nice. Okay. And now will be the last batch of the bacon. Last batch of the bacon, and now we get on to what we're going to eat. What I'm going to eat is some ground beef, eggs, avocado, pico de gallo, and some cottage cheese. Yeah, I used all this. I used all that. Okay, bacon should be good. Leftover grease right there. Okay. So I'm gonna let the bacon sit for a little bit. Just gonna let that sit. And then I'm gonna just chop it up. And then I'm gonna put it into the pasta mixture. But until that's done doing its thing, we're gonna get this ground beef going. So I got another thing of ground beef right here. Before I put it in, I'm gonna season this. Come on over. You know, because I know you guys want to see like what I'd be putting for seasonings and all that kind of stuff. So that in, ground pepper. We got salt. And then garlic powder. And then the onion powder. Now, I hope you guys learned a thing or two when it came to this cooking video. I hope you guys learned something. You know, if you didn't, well, you guys just didn't pay attention. I saw the comments. You guys were just talking about Pokemon the entire time. That's on y'all. Which I get it. This is a Pokemon channel. This is usually a Pokemon channel, so I can't really complain on that. You know, I cannot complain on that. Okay. So now we take our ground beef, go over here, slap that on there. Wash our hands. We gotta always wash our hands. We've been touching a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's gonna be doing its thing. I'll cut this up a bit. Okay. Let it do its thing for a little bit. And now, where's my knife? Over here, let's cut this bacon. We're gonna cut a little bit of bacon here. You know, nothing too crazy. I just need it in like small parts. So like, you know, you can honestly just rip it apart too if you really need to. You know, but without damaging your hands too. Let's not do that. You know, like safety first. You know, always ask for adult supervision. In this case, I am the adult, so I can do what the frick I want. Okay, breaking it up. Okay. Now all that is kind of broken up. It's kind of broken up. Again, I don't need it like really crispy. I want it to be like, you know, still chewable. Get adult supervision quick. I am the adult. Stop it. I am the adult. So we're gonna put the bacon in here. And then give me 1 second while I flip my ground beef. All right, flip my ground beef. And then we got the last batch of our sauce here. Last batch of our sauce here. Let's dump her in without making a mess, please. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And now the dish is in full effect. This dish is in full swing now. Now this is definitely coated with a lot of sauce, which is good. That's what we wanted. Coated with a lot of sauce. It's got the bacon in here. It's got the ground beef, noodles. All of this is good protein too. Noodles are protein. The ground beef is protein. And you can't tell me you don't want some of this. You can't tell me you don't want some of this right now. You feel me? Oh, bro. That's it right there. That is it right there. Okay. Let me get to this right over here. Get my ground beef going. You know, I'm gonna make sure that this is cooked first, and then I'm gonna add the eggs. So while that's doing its thing, let me make some room. I always get lazy and not freaking put my containers away. They're always just hanging in like the dishwasher. Can I add all 5? I have all 5, right? Okay? See, now this is cooking up. So yeah, this is kind of like fully cooked now. We can get used to the eggs now. Now I usually go for 3 eggs. That's what I usually do. I go for 3 eggs. That one's a little bit messed up. I was gonna rush because I'm hungry. You know, I don't go for perfection here either way. As long as I get my protein, I get my protein. Like, I don't really care. Okay? And then while I'm doing that, I cut up my avocado right here. My avocado. I'll swing you back right over here. Well, actually, because this is going to cook very quickly. I already know like the timing on this. It usually cooks very, very quickly. Trust. Oh shoot! There we go. Long stream today. I mean, it's like an hour. It's roughly like an hour, right? It's roughly like an hour. Okay, so let me get a plate for this. Let me turn this off. Okay. Move this over to the side real quick. Move this over to the side real quick. That way you guys can see. Oh shoot. There we go. There we go. Got that done. What did I say? Zalea, what's good? How are we doing? Got some Zalea in the chat. Welcome in. Have you checked out my high protein chicken breakfast burrito yet? I have. It could be the next cooking video. You just never know. I have checked it out though. I have checked it out. Don't get it twisted. I have checked it out. All right, so this is what I'm going to have today. This is what I'm going to have today. So I'm going to move this over to the side real quick. Because I still need a cutting board. Still need a cutting board. Get your avocado. Peel the sticker. Peel the sticker, get your avocado. Okay. And what I usually do is I just use my thumb to get this out. It usually does work. See, there you go. Method right there. Get you a spoon, scoop this out. You know, but you want to make sure you get all the avocado out. You know, sometimes I leave some over. And it's like a nice little treat. What the frick? What? This is stuck. There we go. Haven't had that one happen before. Richie, handling that avocado a little sus. I ain't gonna lie. You said I'm handling that avocado a little sus? What are you talking about, bro? What you mean by a little sus? The way that I freaking took out the pick? That was sus? That was sus, bro? Get your avocado, slice it down. Okay. All right. Okay. Make some room. That way you guys can see the full display right here. Oh, he loves meat? That's crazy. That's crazy. Most of your meals is protein dose. That means you like meat. There's nothing wrong with liking meat. Nothing wrong with liking meat. If you, listen, yeah, sure. I like protein-based stuff. Yeah. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? You see it, right? You see it, right? Just saying. Just saying, I must be doing something right. Okay, let me get my other thing. You know, what I like to do is just use some pico de gallo. Get some pico de gallo. You know, splash a little some of this on here. You know, just for some extra taste. For extra taste, you know, it tastes really good. So, you know, put that on there. That's good enough. That's good amount. And then put this over here. Go. And then the final ingredient, we got our cottage cheese. Final ingredient, cottage cheese. We might as well use the rest of this. You know, pack it with more and more protein, my guy. Pack it with more protein. And then last, but certainly not least, get your kosher salt. Just drizzle a little bit on there. And then you're good. Tell me that's not a good meal right there. Tell me that's not a good built-in freaking meal right there, bro. Tell me that's not a good meal. Just tell me. You feel me, bro? Let me switch the camera on y'all. Switch the camera on y'all. I'm gonna get my freaking meal right here. I'm invested until the cottage cheese. I just don't like cottage cheese at all. That's fine. You don't have to add cottage cheese. The cottage cheese is optional. That's what I would say. The cottage cheese is definitely optional. I'm trying to just get everything on my freaking fork right now. See right here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Okay. Now you're hungry now, huh? Now that I made that nice meal, you hungry now, huh? Okay, so what I'm gonna do. So these are my meals that I've displayed right here. Take this mixture right here, and we're gonna evenly disperse it into these containers. You know, try to evenly disperse it in all the containers right here. Because this is freaking gas right now. I definitely have enough for 5. I should have enough for 5. I might have extras. You just never know. 5 extras, bro? That would be crazy. Also trying to be very careful, too, that I don't make a mess. So that's why I'm very much concentrating right now, so I don't make a mess. You know, and it's also good too that the pasta is protein, so that way I don't miss out on any kind of protein. Yeah, and let me just evenly disperse it in our containers, bro. You know, if we have more, then we have more. That's good. You know, we fill it up to the brim if we have to. Which, again, most of them are pretty much filled. Most of them are pretty much filled to the brim, which is good. See, look at that, bro. Pasta looks good, not gonna lie now, huh? Pasta looks good now, huh? Okay. Now that looks good. All right. Now, let me see what we got here. Okay. Couple extra things. Again, you don't have to do this step. Not gonna lie, that's so good. I know, right? Not gonna lie. You don't have to do this step now. You do not have to do this step, but just because I want it a little bit more creamy. So, get yourself this kind of cheese, or any kind of cheese. You can get yourself that kind of cheese. What does it say? By the way, Richie, I just got to switch too. Is it worth the price? I mean, when it gets more games, I think it will be worth the price. Okay, get your cottage cheese. Not your cottage cheese. Get your block of cheese. And then we're going to just sprinkle on that cheese over the top on each one. You don't have to do this step, you know, but like give it that extra cream like as soon as you get it out the fridge. Give it that extra cream. Ugh. That's what she said. Just kidding. That's not what she said. Okay. A little bit more on this one. Okay. How much cream and meat do you need? I need all the cream and all the meat. How dare you say that? It's not enough cream, it's not enough meat. Because I want that damn Winds and Waves. It will be worth it then if you're trying to get Winds and Waves. Hey, yo! As Zaleo says, hey, yo! Last up, get your parsley. Sprinkle it all over the top because we're a little bit fancy. Sprinkle it all over the top because we're a little bit fancy. You know, just a little bit of a touch. Okay, and now we're good. Look at that, brother. Look at that, brother. When's the next cooking stream? I have no idea. This was kind of just like last minute. You know, if I have another last minute thing, then I might have another cooking stream. Did you guys like this, though? Did you guys like this cooking stream? I know I was a little bit silent towards the end, but that's because I was kind of concentrating and I didn't want to burn down the house. You know, sometimes you got to be a little bit focused. So that way you can get some stuff done. So, then you just get your containers. Get your containers right here, and then we're just gonna fold them up. But I know you guys think this is gas. Bro. It just looks gas. Shit just looks gas, bro. Okay. Look at that. Meals for the week, baby. Meals for the week. It's only this and the one on Memorial Day. Yeah. Those were the only ones. Okay. Do I have any other like refrigerator stuff? Because I want to put those in the fridge like right away, and then I'll talk to y'all. I'll talk to y'all for a second. I didn't need to put this Greek yogurt out. I could put it in the fridge. The Greek yogurt is for like the desserts that I'd be making. So for the desserts, it's usually just Greek yogurt, berries, honey, and sometimes peanut butter. Yeah, for everything that's refrigerated, I want to just put that in the fridge. Also these eggs, so I got eggs and then If there's anything else that I'm missing, I don't want to miss anything because I'm about to just eat and talk to y'all for like a little bit and then I'll be out. Okay. I'll put those in the fridge. Just give me a second. Let's see. Switch this down a bit. I know my shirt's off right now. I gotta put my shirt back on. Okay, put that there for now. I'm gonna put the rest of those meals in the fridge real quick, and then I'm gonna eat and talk to y'all for a bit. I'm still here? That's good. That's good. Take me like maybe, not even 2 minutes. I don't even think 2 minutes. Oh my gosh. Got one more stack and then I'll be right over there. Woo! Okay. Where's my shit? Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Had to be off screen for a minute. Let's see. Woo! And oh man, now I gotta put this back on. Freaking hot. I have literal ton of high in protein meals that I can send you to make your cooking streams. I do it, but won't get the views, LOL. I still make some just for fun. I mean, I don't know if I get the views either, bro. Like, again, this was kind of like, this wasn't even planned, all right? This video wasn't even planned. I was just like, you know what? I have to kind of do this to, make something happen because, you know, for one, I still wanted to stream on Sunday, but like so many factors came into play and I'm just like, bro, like I still have to cook. Like I still have to meal prep and everything. Well, let me say my grace. Amen. Amen, brother. Amen to that. Okay. This meal is so good, bro. Right here. It's just got all your nutrients in it, man. So when you have this much like nutrients in your food, bro, like you just feel great, bro. Honestly, I feel like taking a nap after this. I'm damn near money. Hold on. Yeah, bro. You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys so much, bro. Like, again, I was very hesitant on this kind of video. Richie Plays, do you know what the fighting type is weak to in Pokemon. Let's see. There's Psychic. There's Fairy, Flying. Dude, those 3 for sure. Those are really the main 3 that I know of off the top of my head right now. Just turn into Kai Cenat and stream 24/7. Yeah, I can't do that. I do have a life, so I have a life, my guy. Unfortunately, I can't do that, Typhoon. Richie, hope you reach 10K before Winds and Waves. I hope so too, man. I really hope so too. Hey man, before I forget, I have something planned for when you hit my 1-year membership here. I won't say anything else, but it's a thank you for accepting me in such an amazing community. Oh, Zaleo, you don't have to, bro, but thank you. I do appreciate it. You don't have to, man. What I've learned is just that, like, I love you guys for who you are. I want to just say thank you for believing in me. Thank you so much for supporting the videos. And I'm always just hard on myself because I want to be able to get content out to you, like, at a timely fashion. Sometimes, like, stuff comes up, like today, like, just stuff came up. That's why we're not doing Pokemon, but usually we would. But I just want to say thank you to y'all for believing in me. You know, I still have so much high hopes for the channel, you know, and it's easy for me to get in my head. It really is. Because I have flaws too. I have flaws too. Jester, how we doing, guys? I'm Jester in the chat. Welcome in. Being hard on yourself can sometimes be the only way to grow. This is true. Mexican Spanish is the closest to the second language I have. I'm like kind of there on Mexican Spanish, not like crazy though. Being hard on yourself is a good thing. The only thing is, like, you're gonna be harder on yourself more than other people will. At least I am. Jesus loves everyone. Amen. Yes, very, very much so. I'm always harder on myself more than, like, other people. You know, and I carry myself in a different way, like, but, like, on here, like, I can kind of just be myself. You know, I don't do it for an escape. I do it to, like, try to help you guys grow and everything. I know I seem cool or chill in these streams, but in reality, I struggle with ADD and mental health problems. This community makes me feel at home and actually helps me when I'm down, and I'm blessed. Hey, that's good, Zaleo. That's what we want. That's what we want for people. We just want to make sure that people are good, and we want to make sure that they're loved. That's just what it is, man. With the free will he gives us, does he really matter when he just leaves us to it? The thing is that he's coming back. There's not a doubt in my mind that he's not coming back. If you don't believe in it, cool. Like, I'm not gonna put you on it, but, like, my life has transpired because of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And I don't relatively put that on anyone. I just let people know, like, you know, this is what I believe in. Things don't just happen, you know, they happen for a reason, you know, and when you look at what he's doing for you, it just takes a whole lot of weight and stress off your shoulders in terms of, like, if you know what he's been through and everything like that. And so I'm not trying to put that on anyone. That's just totally me. So whether you believe in it or not, I still pray for you, and I still hope you get some healing. No, it's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. Jen Chiv, how we doing? Got some Dan Chiv in the chat. Welcome in. Nice cut, dog. Hey, appreciate it, bro. Hey, shout outs to my barber. Barber's name's Jazzy. Shout outs to him. I don't know if he watches my videos. I told him I have a YouTube channel. He knows, but like, again, we're all pretty busy. But Jazzy's my guy. I love Jazzy. But yeah, he be getting me right, bro. He do be getting me right. The next, whoever my girlfriend is, bro, she gotta know that she is not a priority over my barber. She's not a priority over my barber. I stand by that, bro. You know, I'm gonna love my girlfriend. You know, I'm gonna treat her with such, with such care, whatever the case may be. But you are not over my barber. You know, on the whole scale of things, I'm dead serious. On the whole scale of things, bro, it's like my family, my barber, maybe my girlfriend. Nah, my career, and then maybe my girlfriend. Family, actually, the homies might be there too, but I kind of consider them family. That's the thing. I kind of consider my homies my family. Yesterday was my 23rd, and I got gifted a lot of boots. All right, Jan Chim, congrats. Happy belated birthday, my guy. But yeah, family and the homies. And then my barber, my career, my girlfriend. That's not crazy to say, bro. That's not crazy to say. My barber get me right, bro. You get me right. Putting your barber above your career is crazy. You don't understand. You don't understand. If you have your career, but you don't look fresh, you're not gonna feel good. I guarantee you're not gonna feel good, bro. If you go into your career and you don't got a fresh cut, if you're not cleaned up, if you're not on like your hygiene, what's the point of the career? You're not gonna perform because you don't even feel good. You don't even feel good, bro. When I get out that barber chair, bro, man, I'm 10 plus on my attributes. I stand by that. I'm 10 plus on my attributes, bro. You be going in different. You be going in real different. Like, it gets to the point where, like, if I get a haircut, bro, I'm going to want to literally get that. I'm going to literally want to do stuff. You know? Because I only got so much time before, the haircut don't look good, and then I got to go back. Barber gives aura. Y'all don't understand. They help attract the huzz and so on. I get haircuts for the huzz. Not really, but like, you know what? No, I get haircuts for the huzz. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna hold that. Yes, I get haircuts for the huzz, bro. We all do. For me, one family, future girlfriend, myself. I met someone at the gym a few days ago. We're just friends though, but she flirts with me sometimes. I told her I want to improve myself first. Zaleo. Future reference, bro. Family, yourself, your career, then your girlfriend. Do not put your future girlfriend before you, bro. I'm letting you know that right. Do not put your future girlfriend before you, bro. Do not do that. I'm saying this as a homie. I'm saying this as a friend. Do not do that. Barber is family now. Barber is family. Want to know what I care about the most in life? What do you care about? Tyler, how we doing? Guys, with Tyler in the chat. Welcome in. My priorities are 1, me. Love it, love it. 2, family. 3, friends. 4, everyone else. If I'm not good, I cannot make sure my family is good. This is good. That's good. If you're not healthy, how are you going to make sure that your family's good? It's fair. Romance comes last always. No bullshit. No bullshit. Any freaking person that tells you that your girlfriend should come first, they are lying. Your wife, they're lying. I am not afraid to say that, bro. You can't put her above your needs. If you do that, bro, then what about your mental health? She ain't gonna care about your mental health. You got emotions too, bro. You a human as well. Think about that. Number 1, me. 2, my dad. What? 3, yep. Lily's before your friends? What the Yo, that's crazy, bro. Lily's before your friends? Did you meet Lily before your friends? What about pets? Where would they be? I think pets consider as family. Pets be considered family, bro. She cool with it. She admitted that she likes me, but is okay with being my friend until I'm ready. She's really sweet and understanding. I do like her too. I just want to become my best version of myself. The best version of me. Well, that's good. I'm glad she said that she liked you. What I would do, keep her as a friend. But whatever she tells you, Zaleo, because I'm going to assume that she's a pretty girl. I'm assuming that she's attractive and everything like that. That's what I'm going to assume. Take everything that she says for face value, please. Because is she attractive? I'm going to assume that she's attractive. Like, please give me a confirmed, Zaleo. Like, is she attractive? I would go to hell and back for family and friends, but do not take me for a fool ever. Good, Comporter, good. We're learning here. We're learning here. I love it. I love it that we're learning here. Never put your happiness on other person. Because when they leave, you'll be devastated. And then he went to put his happiness in his wife's hands. Facts. She is very pretty, both inside and outside. She's kind of nerdy, but in an adorable way. And she's a redhead. Ooh, she's a redhead! Oh, we love them redheads! I love me a redhead, bro. I love me a redhead. Okay, here's the thing, though. Zaleo. I like that she's nerdy. I like that she's nerdy because she has personality. But this is what I'm going to say. If she is very pretty, in this day and age, because I don't know how much you know her and everything like that, expect there to be 10 plus other dudes that she's talking to. I love it too because we both love anime and Pokemon. That's good. That's good. But if she is pretty on the outside, take it for face value. She might have some other dudes that she's talking to. And that's okay. Because you guys aren't a thing. You don't need to be a thing. Alright? But I'm just letting you know so that way you don't need to be heartbroken or you don't need to be like in these emotional states. I'm letting you know right now. You know? I'm at fault of it too. You know? Because I get it. Like, we as men, we want to be providers. You know, we want to be able to take care of a family. We want to be able to do these things. But in 2026, bro, there's a lot of people that try to take advantage. You know, they like to, they relatively like to get something out of you in that moment in time. Whatever it might be, you know, they want to get something out of you in that moment in time. And it sucks. So that's why I said your family, you, your barber, whoever you are with, they are dead last. Your career should be before your freaking woman too. Definitely do expect that. Good. Women talk to other men to help them decide which one is best. Yes, hypergamy is a big thing. It's just how it is. But yeah, we're just friends, so I'm chilling. That's good. I'm glad that you let her know that you're just trying to be friends and you're trying to focus on yourself. Because now, I guarantee you, Zaleo, she probably wants you even more. She probably wants you even more. If she is pretty, because you got to think about it this way, bro. There's probably a lot of other dudes that are just like, oh man, like, you know, like she probably getting like bought stuff. Like you don't know. You don't know. If she is pretty, you gotta think like she might be getting bought stuff, all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, being treated like, oh man, you're so beautiful. Like, oh man, you're such a queen. Like, telling you, bro. The fact that you said that, she probably wants you even more. So that's probably why she admitted that she liked you. Did she really like you? I don't know. But like, if she admitted that she liked you and you said that you just want to be friends and you're trying to focus on yourself, she probably wants you that much more. When you don't give them what they want you even more. Just learn to say no. Learn to say no. Olaf, how we doing? Got some Olaf in the chat. Welcome in. Y'all, what Pokemon should I shiny hunt for? I'm not sure, honestly. I don't know what game you're playing. That's the other thing. I don't even know what game you're playing. Okay, it's better now. Why does it hurt so much when you hit the tiny toe? Jesus, I'm almost on the floor. Yeah, just learn to say no, bro. Learn to say no. Richie giving relationship tips in 2026, bro. Hey, man, listen. I dare you to hit your humerus. Damn. But yeah, but I like never chat with my barber or anything. You better start. If you want him to give you a fresh cut, you better start. Other men are probably simping over her. She said she respects my choice and is willing to wait. She also gets touchy with me and laughs a lot when we're hanging out. Because you already said no to her. Zaleo, the power's in your favor. You already said no to her. You already said you just want to be friends and just like focus on yourself. That usually means that she's trying to intrude in your space. So she's willing to laugh. She's willing to, you know, get all like touchy with you because she wants what she can't have, which is you. Willing to wait? She ain't willing to wait, bro. I guarantee you she's not willing to wait. Richie, you should do Twitch and YouTube streams at the same time so more the viewers. I do Twitch already, bro. You just don't add me on Twitch. The food looks great. Thank you. Richie is right. You already said no to her. I'm giving out relationship advice right now because I don't want you guys to fall into like just these depression stuff, bro. You know? Because I can see like there's some lover boys in here, bro. There's some lover boys and I don't want to see them get hurt, bro. I'll add you right now. Twitch is gonna be Richie Bussin' Trace, Piran. But thank you, Piran. Appreciate you. Damn, come on. You live on Twitch right now? I'm not. I'm just on YouTube because it's on my other streaming setup. So hopefully like Friday, I'll be on Twitch too. I'll be on Twitch and YouTube. I still honestly don't understand how saying no makes women want you more, but I get that's just how life is. Yeah, she's coming over for dinner this Wednesday. Wait, what? She's coming over for dinner this Wednesday and asked if she can stay. You ain't tell me all that, Zaleo. You ain't tell me all that. Why'd you... Okay. I thought y'all was just friends, bro. I thought y'all was just friends. You didn't tell me the whole story. We're just... shut up. Shut up, Zaleo. That's not... Are you making dinner? Is she making dinner? We're celebrating her birthday? Mother... I knew you were still a lover boy, bro. It's good. It's good that you're still a lover boy, bro. Why does she need to stay the night at your place, bro? Why does she need to stay the night at your place? Please tell me. Please tell me why she needs to stay the night at your place. She doesn't have a home. Is it occupied? So think of it. It's just like you're watching an anime and a popular girl likes some random dude. He says no. Boom. She's obsessed now. That's what I'm saying, bro. Oh yeah, Zaleo, you're getting played for fool, son. You are already basically in a relationship. I'm making dinner. I'm confused. What am I missing? What do you mean, what are you missing, bro? Okay. Here's the thing. It's her birthday, right? You're making her dinner. And she's spending the night at your place. What do you gain from that? What do you gain from that, Zaleo? Can we get some answers in the chat? What is Zaleo gaining from that? If you're just friends, why is she coming over to your place? Why are you making her dinner? Why is she spending the night? See, I'm glad Zaleo told us this because if he didn't, he was going to get played, bro. He was going to get played. Did she ask you to come over? Or did you ask her? What are the details here? Yo, what's up? Oh, Gear Gamer, how we doing? Guys, I'm Gear Gamer in the chat. Welcome in. Hope you're having a great day. We're having a great day. Appreciate you. Dog, she wants you. It's her birthday. There's a million places she could be at. There's a million places that she could be at, bro. That's basically a date. She has no reason to be at your place. And you're cooking for her? And she's spending the night at your place? You're better than me, Zaleo. You're better than me. I don't even text him. I don't even text him. No. Did my last comment not send? What was your last comment? You just said what you're missing. I'm making dinner. I'm confused what I'm missing. That's all I saw. Zaleo, you gotta explain the whole details to me, bro. Did you ask her to come over to your place? Like, how did this conversation even come about, bro? Did she say, like, hey, so, like, it's my birthday actually Wednesday. Can I come over to your place? Like, what? How did this come about? Separate beds, right? There ain't no such thing as separate beds. Don't even give me that, freaking Purin. Don't even give me that. She ain't trying to be in no separate bed. Zaleo, you better explain yourself right now, man. You also gotta hurry up, too. I only got 40% on my phone, so, I mean, please hurry. She ain't about to sleep in separate beds. She is not about to sleep in separate beds, bro. Come on, man. What is going on? I invited her to eat dinner and watch a movie to celebrate, and she said yes. She asked to stay the night, and I said maybe, that I'll sleep on that. I'll sleep on the couch. Huh? What? You sleeping on the couch? The fuck is your bed? It's your bed. She went quiet after I said that? I know she went quiet after you said that. It's your bed. The fuck you taking the couch for? What am I doing wrong? Okay. Your first mistake. Did she tell you that it was her birthday? Here's the thing. I'm going to reread this. I invited her to eat dinner and watch a movie to celebrate, and she said yes. Okay. Your first mistake was inviting her to eat dinner and watch a movie at your place. That's not what friends do. If you're just trying to be friends with her, that's For one, you're initiating the date, which is fine if you're interested in her. But you just said you're trying to be friends and you're trying to focus on yourself. Now you're sending her mixed signals. Now you're sending her mixed signals in terms of like, I thought he just wanted to be friends. Does he want a relationship? You know, like, especially if she likes you. Like, if she likes you, she's going to want to be around you. So, of course, she's going to say yes to going to the freaking crib, especially if you invited her. And especially if she asks to stay the night, bro, what do you think is going to happen, bro? What do you think is going to happen? She asked to stay the night. She ain't going to want to sleep in no... She ain't going to want to be in the bed by herself. Come on, bro. She don't want you sleeping on the couch. She want you in the bed with her. Bro, what are you doing? Nah, Zaleo, a top-tier model, bro, is getting a girl without even looking at her, bro. Zaleo, it's your house. It's your bed, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's your bed. Why are you sleeping on the couch? I'm trying to respect your boundaries since I made it clear we're friends. Then you tell her to sleep on the couch. Tell her to sleep on the couch. Or tell her to go home. It's your bed. It's your bed, bro. I genuinely thought it would be fun to hang out. I suck at this. No, you don't suck at this. Zayla, you don't suck at this. You don't suck at this, all right? I think you're still in. Zaleo, you are still in. You're still in. I think right now she's just getting mixed signals, whatever the case may be. I think you did the right thing, letting her know, like, hey, we're just friends. You know, like, I'm just trying to focus on myself. You know, when they hear, like, hey, this guy's trying to focus on himself, that lets her know that she's not a priority, which a lot of guys will make her a priority. She don't like that. She don't like being a priority. She gets that from too many guys. But you separated yourself in terms of saying like, oh, I have stuff to do, so we're just friends. Just literally tricked her in the mind saying like, oh, like he's different. Like he doesn't want me like all these other guys, you know? So like, why am I not his priority? It literally tricks something in their mind saying like it's like a chase. It's a chase, Zaleo. And so when you give them that, they're all over you. Anything you say at this point, like, yeah, like, let's go, come over to the crib, I'll make you dinner, let's celebrate, we'll watch a movie, yada, yada, yada. For one, what movie were you gonna watch? She ain't thinking about no damn movie. She was not thinking about no damn movie. You could have said any movie. You could have said literally like Teletubbies. You could have said the freaking Looney Tunes movie. She'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Come on, bro. Let's see. If she likes you, she wants you. That's how it works. Zaleo, you're sending mixed words. You said it's fine if she sleeps in your bed that you sleep on. I'm confused. Z, how long were you in a last relationship? She did confirm that she wouldn't mind if we sleep in the same bed, but tell her to sleep on the couch on her birthday. I'm too innocent. She agreed to stay the night. You set the tone. You can literally say like, yeah, like, I don't want you sleeping in my bed because we're just friends. Sleep on the couch. Okay, Zaleo, this is what I would say. Say whoever your best friend is. Whoever your best friend is. I'm sure it's like, I'm hoping it's like a dude, like it's your homie, whatever. Would you sleep in the same bed with him? Or would you tell him to sleep on the couch? Would you sleep in the same bed with your homie? Last time I went to a friend's house, I slept on the floor. I fell from the couch and I didn't wake up. So please, next time you do something stupid like that, hit me or someone else in the Discord that knows about this stuff because you royally screwed up, but fixable. He did royally screw up. It is fixable. It is, if you like this girl, it's fixable. Anything's fixable. You feel me? Anything's fixable. Z, she wants to, but she doesn't want to seem desperate. Zaleo, tell her I'm busy if she wants to stay over, so she slowly gets better and less touchy. You could literally pull the like, You could stay, like, you could stay the night. It's not stay the night. I wouldn't say that. I would say, like, it kind of depends, because I got something in the morning, and I need to wake up early for that. So I don't need, like, any distractions or nothing like that. I'll have to be more careful around her this Wednesday then. I mean, do you still want to hang out with her Wednesday? I mean, you can always call it off, bro. You can always say, like, hey, like, you know, work came up, like, I got called in, like, I kind of have to do this. You could do that. Like, hey, like, sorry to ruin, like, the plans that we had, but, like, you know, I got called into work, and I gotta take this. What's she gonna say? No, you don't got work right now. If you get called in, yeah, you don't want to get fired. Second off, the movie not gonna get finished. The movie's not gonna get finished. That's why I said, like, she don't care about no damn movie. She wants something scary so she can hold on to Z. Know the game, Richie. What was the movie? She not gonna care about no damn movie. It can literally be anything, Darkstar. Want to go to my house and watch Teletubbies? She wants his popcorn? Okay, this guy. I'm like going slow on these right now. Can I tell her that I have work in the morning and she can't stay the night on Wednesday? And I would not. Yes. You can literally tell her that. You can literally tell her that. You could tell her, like, literally, like, last minute, like, hey, like, work needs me and I need to actually go in because we're understaffed. Like, sorry that I can't celebrate your birthday, but this is very important because I gotta, you know, make these bills and take care of my family. And you're friends. You're literally just friends. She can't say no. As upset as she could be, she can't say no. Z, you should continue doing what you are doing. I did pull a girl with the exact move, but you have to know she wants more than just being friends. Of course. Dang, it's green. I'm telling you, if you want it pretty bad, basket. Yeah, if someone wants to be more than friends, you should take it slowly. Let's hang out. I just don't want to make her think I'm not interested. I have a question. If she tries anything with me, do I go for it or respectfully tell her I can't? If she tries anything with me, if she asks you, go for it. If she asks you, go for it. Oh, someone donate? Hey, Foy Coco Love, thank you so much, bro. Guys, nobody's in the chat for Foy Coco Love. Guys, welcome Foy Coco Love. I just don't want her to think that I'm not interested. But you just said that you're friends. You just said you're friends. Zaleo, don't worry about what she thinks. Zaleo, look at me. Look at me! Don't worry about what she thinks. What she thinks is irrelevant. Women don't even know what they want. They don't even know what they want. They always act like they know what they want, but they really never know what they really want. They are loyal to their emotions. Whatever they feel in the moment. So when you told her, like, oh yeah, hey, come over for dinner. I'll make you dinner. We can watch a movie. Emotions went up high. You know, like literally, like her emotions went all over the place when you told her that. They're only loyal to their emotions in the moment. She can hate you the next day, bro. And you won't even know why. That's why I said, like, play the game, bro. Play the game. Like, if she tries to kiss me or anything, if she tries to kiss you, you can kiss her back, bro. It doesn't affect you. You can kiss her back. Like, you don't have to be a robot. I'm not saying you got to be an asshole. If she kisses you, you can kiss her back. You know? But this is the other thing, Zaleo. This is the other thing. If you guys have a great night or whatever the case may be, let her initiate the talking after. Like, hey, like, I had a really great time last time. We should do it again. Go quiet. Go quiet. Go quiet for like a day or something like that. Because, like, you're busy. You're going to sleep or something like that. You know? Because she's looking for a response. Like, after you guys hang out, she's looking for a response saying, like, hey, like, I had a great time. Like, we should do this again sometime. Go mute. Go mute. She's going to be thinking in her mind, like, did I do something wrong? Like, why isn't he texting me back? I thought we had a great time. I thought we vibed. Richie Bus romance? That's crazy. Richie Bus romance, bro. So let me say this. I think she knows I like her because I told her that I'm not ready for a relationship. When she told me how she felt, I could have said I didn't like her back, but I didn't. Well, I mean, I think what you said was right. I think there was nothing wrong with what you said, you know, but I think you had that communication in terms of like, she liked that you were upfront with her. Women like it when you're upfront with them in terms of like, hey, I think you're cute, but I don't want anything from you. Like, I'm just trying to focus on myself. Like, they like that. You know, because you're setting your intentions, you're setting your boundaries, like up front with her. That way there's no confusion. Like you're basically taking the lead on how this relationship's gonna go. You're letting her know the protocol of what's going to happen. So I think what you said was fine. You didn't have to say you didn't like her back, you know. But women like it when you tell them like what's in line. Richie, depends respectfully, back off. If you do not feel good about it at all, if you doubt yourself just a bit, she makes all the moves from there, go for it. I didn't say you can kiss her, bro. I said you can kiss her, bro. Like, I didn't say you can't kiss her. Like, go ahead. If she makes the initial move, fine. I ain't freaking against like you having love over here, Zaleo. I'm just over here saying you don't want to get your heart broken, bro. Because I know you've already been through that. You already been through the heartbroken, you know? And think about it this way, Zaleo. Think about it this way. This stream has turned into relationship therapy with Zaleo. LOL. I do appreciate the advice, though. You're a real one. Oh, yeah, of course. I will say this, though, Zaleo. I will say this. You have to be ready for, if you're trying to get into some kind of relationship or whatever the case may be, you have to know what hangs in the balance. And I know you've been in a relationship before, so you have to know what hangs into the balance. The balance is that you're going to be spending a lot of money on her. You're already freaking deciding to cook for her, and you already friends. She already staying the night, you only friends. I want to become the best version of me first, due to how bad my last relationship went. I want to be the kind of man any woman would want, but I do want to clarify that I just want one long-term relationship. I'm glad you clarified that with her. The only thing that I would say to that is just that you don't know what her past is either, Zaleo. You don't know what her past is either. She gonna tell you her past, and then you gotta be able to adjust accordingly. I will take it slow for sure, please. Please. You don't know her past. You're already inviting her over, cooking her dinner. She hasn't done anything for you, bro. She hasn't done anything for you. If you really think about it, she hasn't done anything for you besides just giving you conversations and then like just looking pretty. What else has she done for you, bro? I'm dead ass. Has she cooked for you? Has she cleaned for you? Has she written you notes? What has she done for you? How is she benefiting your life? Or is it just because she's pretty? It's the truth. Women get handed shit all the time, bro. Don't be the same statistic as the suckers that are in her freaking phone right now. Don't be the same statistic. I'm only saying this because I love you, bro. I'm only saying this because I don't want to see you get hurt, because women can be hurtful. Women can be freaking, they can be evil. They can be. I'm not afraid to say that. They can be evil. I love them. Listen, love them, can't live without them. I love them, I can't live without them. But I've seen too many people, especially myself, get hurt way too many times, bro. Because I argue that men are loyal and more tuned to be in love more than a woman. Men love more than women. Men are more loyal than women. I stand by that. Any woman that says different, they're lying. They lie all the time. My last relationships, I said I want to take it slow. My ex agreed, but forcefully rushed things with me. I should have set boundaries then, but I stupidly went for it. Things ended in disaster for sure. I just don't want to make the same mistake again. Zaleo, you're not going to make the same mistake again. Like, literally, just still be yourself. Still be yourself, but learn to say no to things. Like, literally focus on yourself. Like, legitimately focus on yourself. You asking her to come over and everything like that, that's not really focusing on yourself. Men are loyal to their women. Women are loyal to their feelings. Yes. Big, big facts. Big, big facts. You're not going to make the same mistake again. All right? You're not going to make the same mistake again. Don't say that you're going to make the same mistake again, because it's going to happen if you make the same mistake again. You know, believe positively, but you probably needed to be in this live stream so that we could tell you what the real deal was. You know, maybe God sent you into this live stream so that way you know what the real deal is about what's going on in your life right now. You know what I'm saying? But don't be afraid to make mistakes, bro. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. This shit got cold on me. I like that. Pierren's right about that. Pierren's right about that. You're the GOAT, Zaleo. She wants you, but you need to ask her, why do you want me? Ask her why she wants you. Why? She needs to prove it. She do. Make her prove it. Make her prove it. Definitely, if something happens between us, in the future, I'll ask her what she likes so much about me. I just think she's really sweet and fun to be around. Honestly, bro. Just ask what she likes about you. Ask what she likes about you, bro. I had the same. I'll tell you a story. I had the same woman say the same things to me. And like, I asked her like, yeah, what are the things that you like about me? She was like, oh yeah, I like that you think about the little things. I like how you remember stuff like about me in terms of like what I like. And then like she went blank, and I was just like, oh damn, you went speechless now there, huh? I caught her ass, bro. I caught her ass. Let me tell you a little story. I could say this because she doesn't watch my videos. I don't believe that she watches my videos. There was this girl, and this will be the last thing, and then I gotta head out. There was this girl, we hit it off, everything like that. She was texting me. She texted me first, by the way. Like, ask her as friends. Ask her as friends for what? I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. You don't have to ask that question, Zaleo. If she says like, hey, like, I can't stop thinking about you, this and this and that. I'm like, why are you thinking about me? You can say something like that. You don't have to bring it up. She'll reveal it to you all on its own. Richie, you should set a word that ends stream. Like green apple. What? I don't know what that means. Let me get back to my story. So there's this girl, she texted me first, and I didn't think anything of it. We talked before she texted me. She was just like, hey, yeah, like, have you seen this? And I was like, no, I ain't see this. She's like, oh yeah, I'll send you the video. Like, it's really funny. And I'm like, okay, cool. She sends me the video like 4 hours later. Again, at this point I didn't even think of like the video. I was just like, oh wow, like she actually sent it to me. She was like, hey, I told you I would send it to you. I was just like, yeah, you're a person of your word. I respect that. I think we talked a little bit here and there, and then moment before, like, you know, we would talk and all this other stuff. She would text me. Like, she would always text me first, and that would usually indicate like, you know, she wants to hear from me, all that kind of stuff. My ex asked me what I like about her. I told her so many things that make her wonderful. She told me she just likes that I'm nice. That's all she said. I think I made the mistake of inflating her ego. Yes, you didn't make the mistake of inflating her ego. You did. Don't do that. If a woman says like, you know, what are the things that you like about me, I'll be like, you can literally just give her the bare minimum, bro. Give her like your eyes, and then just leave it at that. Like, really? You only look at my eyes? I'm like, listen, that's all I need to look at. Like, but I'm not gonna feed your ego. But basically, so we kept talking and everything like that. She would always text me first. She asked me that same question too. What I said to her was that, you know, that you're real with me. I said to her, like, she asked me like, yeah, what do you like about me? I'm just like, you're real with me. You would always tell me like, if something's bothering you. She would never do that, you know? But that's the thing. Her conversations that she was having with me, they were always lies. They were always lies. Because she told me, she was always like, yeah, like, you know, if I have a problem, like, I'll always say it, like, you know, I always speak my mind about things. And I'm like, oh, okay. And that's what attracted me to her, right? Because I'm like, if you have a problem, you'll say it. She never did that. She never did that. You take it for face value, you know? But she already had like so many other problems too, bro. Like, a lot of women have family issues, bro, that I don't even want to get into. And like, that's okay. Like, I'm not your therapist. I'm not someone that's going to save you or nothing. That's healing that you need to have on your own terms. All right. But I'm always here for you in terms of like, hey, if you know, want to hang out with me, then cool. You know what I mean? There was another moment where like after work, like, she would hit me up and she'd be like, yo, like, you know, can we go on a walk? Like, I just need to take my mind off things. I'm like, yeah, cool. We could take a walk. Even though I'm dead tired, like, after I'm done with work. Swindle Winks, how we doing? Guys, I'm with Swindle Winks in the chat. Welcome in. So we would go on our walks, you know, and she would do most of the talking, bro. Like, I'm already dead tired. Like, I'm just there for, you know, just because she asked me, you feel me? And then after the walk, she'd be like, oh, thank you for the walk. I really needed that. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, it seemed like you really needed it. She's like, well, then she said something in the lines of like, well, it looks like I was the only one that was going to ask for it. And I like, I don't know. I like the snappiness to her. You know, I always like a woman that's going to challenge me and be snappy back. You know, but like, she's with me. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing if like you're snappy and you're just rude, but it's another thing if you're snappy and we're playful with it. You feel me? You know, I kind of like that. And so, you know, we went back and forth, all that kind of stuff. And she was just like, well, maybe we could do this more often. Like, you know, every time like you're off work. I'm like, yeah, if I have time, cool. And so, you know, we did it like a couple more times, you know, because I'd be like, be ready by 9, and she'd put a heart next to it. You feel me? Or not 9. I said, be ready at this time. She put a heart next to it. And so we would keep doing that, and then something happened like in the midst of like us texting. It got to the point where like she was so conflicted, bro. She was so conflicted. Like, she would text me sometimes being like, you know, why don't I ever see you? Like, why don't you even text me a whole lot? And I'll be like, what do you mean? You don't think I'm interested? And she's like, well, yes and no. Like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know if you're interested in me, and like I always express my feelings to you, but you never express your feelings to me. And I'm like, I'm busy. Like, I got shit to do. You know what I mean? And so it wasn't before long that I did something, you know, because she felt this type of way and all that kind of stuff. Don't go for someone who will hurt you because your feeling is more important than your relationship. If something does happen this Wednesday, I'll let you know that I do like her back, but I want to respect the goals I made first. If she agrees, then I'll know if she does respect me. If she doesn't, then she does not. She's not the one. But yeah, something happened, and I was being diabolical with it, bro. You know, like, she wrote me notes and everything like that, and I'm like, oh, this is smooth. Like, it's smooth. Like, she write me hand notes, bro. Like, literally write me hand notes. There was a moment where, like, one day, it only took one day. One day, I bought her candy. Oh, by the way, like, don't buy women shit, please. Don't buy women anything. If it's candy, cool. That's like $4. It's nothing out of your wallet. I bought her candy. You know, I set it. You know, I set it on like my doorstep, whatever. She picked it up. She's like, "Oh, thank you," because we had to go on our walk anyway. And so we went on our walk and all that kind of stuff. And by the end of our walk, I kissed her on the forehead, bro, and I went out. You know, she went mute. She went mute after that, bro. She went mute. You know? Because then, like, the next day, she was like, you know, she was tired and everything like that, and I was just like, oh, let's just stop by the grocery store and I got her like a Red Bull and everything. She likes Red Bulls. I got her like a Red Bull. You know, I was just like, you feel better? She's like, yeah, I do. And then, like, all of a sudden, the next time I hit her up with, you know, hey, be ready by this time, she gave me the thumbs up. Remember what I said? She put hearts like next to our messages and everything like that. She gave me the thumbs up. I'm like, that's not like you. That's not like you to give me a thumbs up. I don't do it. Like, keep that same energy with the hearts. Don't be doing no thumbs up. And it messed me up in the head. And so, and then there was another moment where, you know, like, she would text me rapidly. She was always texting quick. She was always texting quick. There was one moment where it was like a weekend or something like that. I texted her and I was just like, hey, I know you need this, because she's very needy. I was just like, hey, I know you need this, but I miss you. You know? 8 hours later, bro. 8 hours later. Hey, I just got back home. I missed you too. You ain't fucking miss me. You ain't freaking miss me, bro. 8 hours later, you was texting me like crazy, like within like the first 2 hours. You feel me? And then I bought her some stickers for her birthday present. They were $1. Is that okay? I bought her some stickers for her birthday present. She told me she likes stickers, so I figured it would show her that I listen. Don't give it to her. No. Zaleo, don't even give it to her. You're already making dinner. You're already having her sleep over your place. Do not give it to her. Throw them away or throw them in the freaking cabinet. Throw them in the cabinet. Do not give it to her. No, don't do it. Women don't like it when you listen to them. Yes, put them away. You're already doing so much for her, Zaleo. Do not do it. Wednesday, you're already cooking dinner. She don't need to know that you bought her stickers. Because then that's going to let her know that you do like her and that you're not trying to be friends with her. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro. Save it for another time. Save it for another time. If you need to know what that time is, let me know. I'll let you know when that time is. But yeah, no, she did that to me. And then, like, I was texting her, whatever the case may be, or we would talk, like, every once in a while. And, like, she just said, you know, like, she would always be tired, like, when we were, like, talking. She'd be like, oh, I'm busy. That usually, when she says that she's busy, that usually means that she just doesn't think of you as a priority anymore. And I'm like, okay. Like, I don't force love anymore, bro. Like, I literally don't force that stuff anymore. It literally faded out. Like, the whole thing kind of faded out later on. And then when I was looking back on it, I was like, you know what? She really didn't like me for me. She only liked the way I made her feel in that moment. I say that story because it's the true thing, bro. It's a true thing. Protect your heart at all costs because, again, it says in the Bible, protect your heart at all costs because everything you do flows through it. Don't put your heart into these women, bro. They don't deserve it. Let some other sucker do it. Because let me tell you, guess what, too? New style live stream. Andrew! How we doing, guys? Andrew in the chat. Welcome in. Let me tell you this, guys. When I was talking to her and everything like that, she was talking to me with her freaking watch facing me, bro. I saw a message from another dude. And I'm like, oh. Isn't that interesting? Say no more. I went away. And she's over here in limbo saying, like, what happened? Like, why isn't he, like, talking to me anymore? Because I got the message, bro. I got the message. You saying that you busy. You saying you tired, all this other stuff. You're very mute with me, all that kind of stuff. I don't need to be around you. So I just need to make this Wednesday a normal birthday hangout and let her know she can't stay the night because I work early tomorrow. Yes. Does she go to the place where I see you often, Richie? No. She does not go to the place that she does not go there. Different person. Different person. Just keep it P. Keep it P, Saleo. And then tell her that she can't stay tonight. Tell her that work called you. They called you in. You have to freaking go in. I hate to, you know, relatively interrupt this, but like I really need to focus on work. And listen, as a friend, like she has to respect that. She has to respect that. She can't be upset with you. If she's upset with you, you could be like, well, we're not dating, so I don't know why you're upset with me. Andrew investigating some juicy things about Richie. Can't disrespect my Christian brother. Facts. Facts, bro. All right, but I'm going to head out. I've been on here for like 2 hours and 20 minutes, it looks like. Thank you guys for watching. We'll live stream again, probably Friday for sure. I'll try to get in on Thursday. Don't bank on it Thursday. It's probably going to be Friday, but if you guys enjoyed this live stream, I've been ranting way too long, bro. I've been ranting literally way too long. I got to get ready, so if you guys want, next stream is gaming, right? Yes, next stream will be gaming. I do apologize for this because, again, like, I was looking for a call. Someone was supposed to pick up something, but they haven't called me back, so I just had time to rant. So if you guys want to be notified when I do go live, just add us on Discord. It's going to be Richie08308. That is Richie08308. Just add me on friends. I'll put you in a Bucket Strikes Discord, or you can go to channel page. Channel page will have all the information there. If you guys want memberships, we do have the link in the chat. I did not put the link in the chat, but it's $3 a month, but you get the badges, you get the emojis, and you get extra content from me later on. So if that is something you're interested in, we do have that option. But again, you guys subscribe to the channel is more than enough. I can't thank you guys enough for all the support you guys give to the channel. And I'm always here to help you out. Piran says, not going to lie, I like these rants. I do like them too, but, you know, we'll have more rants. Well, I'm sure we'll have more rants, but I just appreciate you guys. I want you guys to be safe. I want you guys to be loved. You know, share us your problems because, again, we're all going through something and we want to just help you out. If you guys want any products from I'm Grateful for the Advice, hey, Zaleo, I got you. If you guys want any products, we do have stuff in Braving the Global and W.com. Just make sure you go to RichieBusPlays.BravingTheGlobal for all your products there. Again, we got protein powders, electrolytes, and energy drinks, so make sure you cop those at RichieBusPlays.BravingTheGlobal. And then not only that, make sure you go to W.com, use 20% off on go to W.com, use code RichieBus for 20% off on your order. I don't know why I blanked out on that. I say these things a million times. So if you guys want to see the full screen of what we do, it's gonna be on Twix at RichieBus and Trace. And then I do post on my other social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, RichieBus Plays. Go check that out. Don't worry, I will pay for this kind of live at least once a month. Next week, same time for a bit of life advice. This is burnout and creative output. It is creative output. Stay blessed and have a wonderful day. Everyone, peace. All right, peace out, guys. Stay safe out there. Until then, stay safe out there, stay blessed. And as my Lord and Savior says, y'all stay alive, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Take care, guys.